Welcome back to Mysterriousanji's. In today's video will be all about a makeup tutorial using one brand, which is L'Oreal Paris. I have recently hauled a few products from Nykaa. I will be sharing it in one another video of mine. However, without wasting much time using all L'Oreal product, I'll quickly begin with the tutorial. Dun dun dun! To begin the makeup, I'm priming my face with L'Oreal base Magique. I have been using this for quite some time and very happy. Now coming to the foundation, I'm using the new 24 hours L'Oreal Pro Matte Foundation, which is recently launched in Nykaa. I got this for just 699 rupees. And I am not using a color corrector as I don't have one from L'Oreal. So I'm using this foundation and it gives a pretty good coverage. It blends really quick and it is very light to skin. So I'm applying a foundation brush to apply the foundation all over my face and on my neck. Ensure the foundation is applied evenly, and now moving on to the blending, I'm using a generic brush, a generic kabuki brush to blend it into the skin. And I will be using a sponge. I'm not using a beauty blender. I'm just using a sponge to set it into the skin. Ensure the foundation is blended well into the hairline as well. Now moving on to the concealer, I'm using L'Oreal True Matte Genius. It is a 4-in-1. I'm using it as a concealer today, as I just now said. You can also use this as a primer, foundation and powder. One of the best product from the L'Oreal range. And I'm using a small concealer brush to conceal the under eye and the required spots where I need them to be concealed. Take your time to conceal the ensure that you're taking enough time to conceal the areas where you think you need a concealer. Now using the same sponge, I will be blending the concealer so that I can move on to the next step. I'm using the same concealer and the same brush to conceal the bridge of the nose, the temple of the forehead and the cupid bow and the cupid. So and now I'm defining the eyebrows, as my eyebrows was not done, but I cannot show them on the screen, sorry. Yeah, so the concealer is almost set, so I will be moving on to the powder. I will be using the L'Oreal Super Blendable powder, which is again a Nykaa haul. And coming to this powder, I am It's okay. I can use it as just as a powder, but not as a setting powder, to be very honest. I'm using a Wise She brush to apply the powder onto my face. Now, since it's summer and I'm oily to combination skin, so no, this powder is not for me. I can use it during the winter, but for summer, I definitely need a matte powder. So I will be purchasing once again matte Magique from L'Oreal. Now the powder is set onto the skin. And the concealer is also set. Coming to the contouring, I'm using the L'Oreal bronzer and a generic brush. I'm going with a very subtle contouring. I don't want a sharp contouring for this look because I want to keep it look very pretty decent, simple and sober. And moving on to the with the contouring, I'm contouring the forehead and using a generic brush. Once again, I'm drawing the nose. I'm giving a shape to the nose, and then I will be blending it once again with the contouring brush. Done with my contouring, and to add some color to the cheeks, I am using Duchess Rose, the blush from the L'Oreal Paris. Once again, keeping it simple, as I said, a very subtle application I'm doing at the moment, just to add a little bit color and a little bit glow to the cheeks. The face makeup is now done. I am moving on to the eye makeup, and the eyebrows are done off the camera. I don't have a eyeshadow palette or any eyeshadows from L'Oreal Paris. However, I decided to use this L'Oreal Lace Smoky Kajal, the shade brown for the crease, and now I am blending it using a fluffy brush, which is pretty decent for the crease. I'm blending it. Now, this is the first, I'm going to apply it twice. The step will be followed twice, and to give the and to pigment and for a bit of more pigmentation, I'm using the bronzer and the same fluffy brush and applying it onto my crease. I'll rub the same brush onto the lower lash line and connecting with the upper lashes, with the upper lid. For my lid, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Pro Matte Lip Gloss, and I will be using a fluffy eyeshadow brush to blend it well into the crease so that it can get a smoky effect. I smoke through my eyes. The same brush, I will be running it onto the lower lash line. Ensure that the eyes are well connected, the upper and the lower lash lines are well connected. To make the shade look more pigmented, I'm using one of the shade from this Duchess Rose palette, and blending it well onto the lid. Using the same brush, I'm running it onto the lower lash line and blending it well. Once again, blending, blending, blending. I'm almost done with the eye makeup. I am very sorry that the application of the eyeliner could not get recorded because while I was shooting for this video, I didn't realize that it was not getting captured. So I use the L'Oreal eyeliner lacquer, and now I'm using the black smoky eye kajal from L'Oreal to define the outer crease, and I have used that onto the tight line. Now for the contouring of the inner corner of the eyes, I am using a bronzer from the L'Oreal bronzer palette. And to end the eye makeup, I'm using the volume million mascara from L'Oreal Paris. I got this just for 500 rupees, and if you have this in your makeup bag, you don't really have to apply false lashes to define your original lashes. This is enough. This is bomb. You must have one of this. Now for the swatch of the new launched L'Oreal Pro Matte lip gloss, I'm swatching the shade Forbidden Kiss. It's a perfect plum shade. The applicator is awesome. It reaches to the inner corner of your lips. I have used this applicator in Smashbox. So now once again I'm getting it into L'Oreal. So I'm creating a shape for my lips just to add volume to my lips, and using a generic brush the same shade just to create a base. And now quickly I will be applying the lip gloss, and we're done with our makeup. So this was the look all about, a pretty simple look. I really thank you for watching this video. If you're a return subscriber, thank you for your love and support. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll come back once again next week with another new video. Till then, love and hugs. Mwah. Take care.